guys, this is Sioson, your leadership coach and human capital consultant. My goal is to build better leaders for the next generations to come. So join me as we develop our most empowered self. In this video, we'll learn about leadership principles. When we're confronted with challenges, decision crossroads, what exactly would be our anchor in this decision so that we know that we're doing the right thing or making the right decisions in life? Sometimes each and every one of us will have to have those principles as leaders so that we can actually guide our people towards the future. Our life is guided by principles. These principles allows us to make decisions whenever we are confronted with certain crossroads. There are many leadership principles. These are not the only leadership principles, but let me share with you 3. Always remember, principles come into play when they are appropriate in the situation. First, do it. Don't just mouth it. I've heard a lot of gurus say, lead by example, walk the talk. I'm not saying that's wrong. I think those are inspirational principles, but I have my own version. Do it. Don't just mouth it. And to me, what I meant here are 3 important behaviors of leaders. First, the leader must have the courage to seek feedback so that he or she can manifest and role model the way. It would be easier for us leaders to give feedback to our people if they themselves can see, oh my God, this particular leader of mine actually is very open and even actively seek for feedback. Second, leaders must behave based on active listening. What do I mean by that? Oftentimes, we listen so that we can have an answer to the would-be point of view of the person that we're talking to. No. Active listening means really listening to understand the other person, really listening to understand both the content of what he is saying and the feeling that comes with that content. And that particular feeling almost always is not expressed by the person. He's not even aware that he is feeling that way. But if we can really actively listen and reflect this to the person, then the person insights more on how he or she is feeling. The third behavior important to me is respect. We have to do it, not just mouth it, that we give respect regardless of the rank in the organization, regardless of the color of the skin of the person or his age. We give respect to the person that we're dealing with. So to me, first principle, do it, don't just mouth it. Let me share with you my second principle. Anchor on values. Any decision crossroad in life, and we will encounter a lot of those. The only thing that would hold us is actually the values, the things we learned from kindergarten. Whatever we learn from there, the good things, the values that is enhance our own personality and character now deeply embedded inside of us. Those are our anchor whenever we meet decision crossroads. The third one, and I always share this with my kids, no blaming. Whenever things goes wrong or whenever we mess up, it's not about who did it. It's about what happened. So when we ask what happened, we then become more conscious of change the situation. Then the result changes. It becomes better. But if we ask who did it, then we start pinpointing, we start blaming others, and the people start hiding things from us. Because who wants to be blamed? Who wants to be pinpointed as a person who committed the mistake? So the third principle to me that is important in leadership is no blaming. Always remember, people will rise to the occasion, but no blaming is the principle that I follow. So these are the top 3 principles. Do it, don't just mouth it. Anchor on your values as a person, not only as a leader. And then third, equally important, no blaming attitude. And you would see a lot of difference in how you lead people. I hope you learned something from this video. If you find this helpful, please give us a like, continue to subscribe, hit the notification button or hit the bell so that you get to be flagged first. And from here, do share it with your friends, and I'll see you next week.